Can we start once again, everyone? So before break, we completed unit number 2. Only one question is left. That is question number 11. I think so. To keep it in your pocket, we'll do at the end. Now, I think the last concept, whatever is pending, is concept number what? Concept number 8, and that is piecemeal, piecemeal distribution. That is very simple. It is very simple. Now just try to understand when we have done amalgamation. So we have done accounting treatment in the books of liquidating company, that is realization account. So same thing we have done till now. Then we have done liquidation of company. In liquidation of company we have done liquidator final statement account. It means what was that? It was nothing but liquidator will be appointed for a company to sell all the asset and pay as per the order of payment. Same thing here also. Can I say once liquidation done, so one person will be appointed, but there is no act on that. So person appointed can be any person. It can be partner also. Means partner can be liquidator यहाँ पर. Are you able to understand? So in case of partnership firm, there is no act. Means act partnership act is silent regarding this. So any person can be appointed. Either it can be internal person or it can be external person. It can be any employee also. We can ask any employee to do all the liquidation affair. Just see the affairs of liquidation. So what he will do, whatever person is appointed, he will sell all the asset and pay as per the order of payment. But as per the order of payment, there is no act. Means we'll have some sequential order by applying our what general principle. Is first payment will be done to secure creditor to the extent of asset realized, whatever has been given as specifically placed. Then whatever balance amount left, that will be used for the payment of unsecured creditor. Then any partners relative loan, then partners loan, and then partners will be paid at the end. But just try to understand, the point is that once liquidation happen or partnership firm is dissolved, all asset will not be sold immediately. It will take some time. So suppose we have 5 assets. The first asset is sold. Whatever amount is realized, that will be used for the payment. Means can I say payment will be done as and when cash is available. It may take some time. It may take some time. So now in this topic, what we'll do, we'll understand how to prepare the statement for distribution of cash as and when available. Can I say as per the distribution of cash as and when available, while payment to the external liability, there is no doubt. First, whatever balance is left, first will be used for the payment of secured creditor, then unsecured creditor, then partners relative loan, then partners loan. Up to this, there is no doubt. Doubt will be there ki to which partner first payment will be done. Means there is partners, the partners will be paid, but for which partners first payment will be done, doubt will come regarding that. Now you will say in PSR, so in PSR it is not correct, because there may be some partner who has contributed more capital than his profit sharing ratio. So it means we need to understand ki which partners will be paid in priority to other partner, and because of that reason some discussion is required. So the concept is known as piecemeal. Piecemeal means what? In pieces. Means asset will be realized in pieces, and whatever cash is available, that will be used for the payment to the liabilities as well as partners. So just write down piecemeal distribution means distribution of cash to the creditor, that is external liabilities, and partners as and when cash is available. Correct? Madam. Cash will be distributed in the following order. Point number A, secured creditor to the extent amount realized from sale of assets from sale of asset specifically placed. Understood? Correct? Point number B, unsecured creditor. Unsecured creditor. Unsecured creditor. Then point number C, partners relative loan. Then point number D, partners loan. And at the end, point number E is what? Partners capital, including what? Including current account. Partners capital including what current account? Current account is nothing but capital only. Correct? Yes, sir. Now, up to this, no doubt will come about payment. Correct? Now, it might happen before payment to partners relative loan, there is some deficiency. Then it means they will not be paid, they will not be paid, they will not be paid. But if there is surplus amount, token is the first will pay to this person, then will pay to this person, then pay to this person, then to this. Doubt will come for what? Partners. To which partner first payment will be done? Now one question might be coming in your mind, sir, there may be more than one unsecured creditor. So whatever amount is left for payment to unsecured creditor will be distributed on a proportionate basis to all creditor who are unsecured. Suppose there are many creditor, Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C, Mr. D, Mr. E. So are you getting? Suppose A, B, C, D we have. Suppose 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Now we have only 5,000. So we'll pay to whom? It does not mean first we'll pay to A. We'll pay to all creditor on a proportionate basis. On a proportionate basis. Now, so what I was discussing that cash will be distributed in the order of in the following order of payment. First, cash will be distributed to whom? Secure creditor to the extent of the amount realized from the sale of asset which has been given as specifically placed. Then whatever balance left that will be used for the payment to unsecured creditor. Then whatever balance cash left that will be used for the payment to partners relative loan and then partners loan, and then at the end the balance cash will be used for payment to partners capital including current account. Correct. Now, for payment, there is no doubt regarding this from A, B, C, D. There is no doubt of payment. The doubt will come regarding what? Distribution of cash among partner. Ki which partners payment will be done first. So we never do payment on PSR basis because it might happen that some partner has contributed surplus capital as regarding their PSR. Means they should contribute 1 lakh but they have contributed 2 lakh. It is quite possible. It means they have a surplus capital of 1 lakh. So if they have a surplus capital, that partner should be paid first. So how to find out surplus capital, that we need to understand. So in this topic, this is concept number 8. In concept number 8, we need to prepare statement for distribution of cash. Statement for distribution of cash to first all the parties and at the end what? Partners. So doubt will come in what? Payment to partners. So just write down one note. Write down this is point number. No, I am not giving points. Or this is point number A. This is point number B. Then write down point number C. Write down. There are two methods of distributing cash. Correct? To whom? Cash among partners. Understood this point? Means we are discussing methods for distribution of cash only to whom? Partners. Correct? So what are the method? Point number A is known as what? No, the topic is piecemeal distribution. Under piecemeal distribution, there are two methods for distribution of cash among partners. Correct? So first method is known as what? Proportionate capital method. Also known as, it is also known as surplus method. Surplus method. Also known as highest relative capital method. Means all are same only. I have just given the names. Suppose you are not confused in exam. If suppose they have given highest relative capital method and I have not used that method in class, so you will be confused now. So I have given all the names. Chalega? Now, in this write down, this method will be applicable only when all partners are solvent. Means if any partner is insolvent, then we cannot apply this method, and therefore there was a need of other method. Correct? Means in case any partner is insolvent, then we can't apply PCM. PCM is what? Proportionate capital method. Then we'll apply which method? Maximum loss method. Maximum loss method. And this method will be applied when? This method will be applicable in all situations, whether partners are solvent or insolvent. Means can I say any question can be done by point number B? Are you getting? But when all partners are solvent, then only, means if any part, sorry, my mistake. When all partners are solvent, then you can apply method A as well as method B. But if any one party is insolvent, then you can apply only method B. Correct? So be careful in exam. If question is specified, apply method A, then apply method A. If question has said apply method B, then apply method B. But if question is silent, just see whether all partners are solvent or whether any partners are insolvent. If any partner is insolvent, then you can apply only method number B. But if all partners solvent, you can apply method A as well as method B. Understood? Correct. So this method will be applicable in all situations. That is, whether partners are solvent or insolvent. Simple. First, let us take PCM, proportionate capital method. We'll start with proportionate capital method. Means, can I say why we are using this method to find out which partners will be paid first? Means we need to find out the order of payment among partners. Order of payment among partners. So let us understand this method with one example. With one example. Let us determine the order of payment among what? Among partners. Correct. So of course I will give you partners. So A, B, C are partner. I will also give you capital on the date of dissolution. So I'll give you capital on the date of dissolution. So I've given capital. Let us assume 3 lakh, 5 lakh and 6 lakh, and of course I will give you PSR also. Let us assume PSR is equal to 1 is to 2 is to 3. Understood? Understood. So we are here to find out the order of payment. Solution. That on statement. To calculate surplus capital. So first we'll find out which partner has contributed surplus capital. We'll find out which partner has contributed surplus capital by applying proportionate capital method. So how to find out, sir? So we write on ABC, and first we write on capital on the date of dissolution. So it is what? 3 lakh, 5 lakh and 6 lakh. Then what we'll do, we'll divide by their profit sharing ratio. Means it is 1 to 3. So we'll find out capital per unit of profit. Understood? We'll find out capital per unit of profit. Means 3 lakh divided by 1, 5 lakh divided by 2 and 6 lakh divided by 3. Understood what I am saying? So we call it what? Find out what? Capital per unit of profit. Understood this point? So this will be 3 lakh. This is 2 lakh 50,000 and this is what? 2 lakh. Then out of these we'll make minimum capital per unit of profit as base. Means what is the minimum? So this will be taken as base. So 2 lakh will be considered as base. And taking this as base, we'll find out how much should be contributed by A, B and C. Understood what I am saying? Are you able to understand? So we'll find out proportionate capital. We'll find out proportionate capital. Write down proportionate capital. Correct. Based on 2 lakh. Based on what? Minimum capital per unit of profit. So 2 lakh into 1 how much? Means A should have how much capital? 2 lakh. B should have how much? 4 lakh. And C should have how much? 6 lakh. So can I say it means A has contributed surplus capital to the extent of So we'll find out surplus capital. Surplus capital. Correct. If you want to give this is A, so this is B. Correct. So surplus capital will be A minus B. Surplus capital will be A minus B. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it will be 1 lakh. B has how much surplus capital? 1 lakh. And C has how much surplus capital? 0. Means one thing is clear that first we should pay A and B to the extent of 2 lakh. Are you getting? Means first we should make payment to A and B to the extent of 2 lakh. Any balance cash available should be paid to whom? ABC in PSR. Very good, understood. Correct. But once again fighting will start. If suppose we have only 50,000. Now if we have 50,000, first we should make payment to A or B. Once again find out what? Surplus capital. Among A and B, who has given what? Surplus capital. Understood. It means once again we'll find out what? Capital per unit of profit. Are you getting? So first once again we'll find out surplus capital per unit of profit. Understood this point? So 1 lakh divided by 1 lakh, and 1 lakh divided by 2, how much? 50,000. We'll take which as base? So this become our base capital. Then we'll find out what? Proportionate capital. Proportionate capital will be what? 50,000 into 1. How much? 50,000. And 50,000 into 2. How much? 1 lakh. Understood? So if you have given this as C and this is D, correct? So what will be the surplus capital once again? Surplus capital is equal to C minus D, which is equal to what? 50,000 nil nil. Now it is clear. Ki out of 2 lakh, this was 2 lakh now. Out of 2 lakh, first we'll make payment to whom? A, to the extent of 50,000. Then balance to the extent of 1 lakh 50,000 will be distributed among A and B in which ratio? PSR 1 is to 2. And any surplus cash will be distributed to A, B and C in which ratio? ABC in which ratio? PSR. Understood? Means can I say we have now find out order of payment. So what is the order of payment? Order of payment. Batao. First pay to whom? First pay to A to the extent of rupees 50,000. Correct. Then pay to whom? A and B to the extent of rupees 1 lakh 50,000 in which ratio? In the ratio 1 is to 2. Means this was 2 lakh na? Arre. This first find out this 2 lakh. Out of 2 lakh how much you have paid? So what is balance? Understood. 1 lakh 50,000 next payment to A and B in PSR, and you can see 1 is to 2 will be 50 and 1 lakh only. 50 to A, so 50 already paid. In the next A is getting only 50. So 1 lakh 1 lakh 1 ah? Correct. Now balance lastly pay to A, B, C in which ratio? In their PSR. Understood. But can you say this will be distributed as and when cash is available? As and when cash is available. Suppose in first installment you got 20,000. It will pay to whom? Batao. A. first installment you get 20,000. So you will pay to whom? A. Then second installment you get 50,000, but you will pay to whom? Third. Understood matlab? Understood na? Simple. Correct. Then third installment you get 1 lakh. Batao. A and B how much? How much? Out of 1,50,000, how much you have already paid? How much balance left? 1,30,000. So this 1 lakh will be entirely to whom? A and B. In which ratio? 1 is to 2. Then once again you get 1,50,000. Batao. 30,000 to whom? A and B. In which ratio? The balance 1,20,000 to whom? Have you understood? This is not required to write. Understood or not? Have you understood? So can you say this will depend upon the information given in question key at what date what amount is realized? Correct. One question you will do for order of payment and will start question directly. Correct. Means you have understood this order of payment. Means if you have done mistake in this, then statement wrong. If you have done this order of payment correct, then statement is very easy. Are you getting what I am saying? The one question you do by your own, then we'll take the question directly. Right on. Example number 2. Find out the order of payment. A, B, C. Capital on the date of dissolution is 7 lakh, 1 lakh, 10 lakh and 3 lakh. And PSR is equal to 4 is to 5 is to 1. Do. Done? Very good. Bada. What is the capital per unit? So capital per unit of profit, how much? 1,75,000, 2 lakhs and 3 lakh. We'll take what? Minimum capital as base capital. Can you give me proportionate capital? 7 lakh, 8 lakh 75,000, 1 lakh 75,000. So we'll find out surplus capital nil, 1 lakh 20, 1 lakh 25,000. Then once again find out surplus capital per unit of profit. This is how much? 25,000, 1 lakh 25,000. Then this will be taken as base capital. So you'll find out proportionate capital. How much? 1 lakh 25,000 and 25,000. Then once again surplus capital is what? 1 lakh. Done. It means first payment will be done to whom? C, to the extent of, then payment will be done to what? B and C, to the extent of 1 lakh 50,000. Means you have taken 2 lakh 50. Out of 2 lakh 50, how much already paid? 1 lakh. Very good. So 2 lakh 50,000 in their respective PSR. And balance to what? AB 1 lakh 50,000. Okay. Correct. Balance to ABC in which ratio? PSR. Understood. Correct. Can we take one question? Come to one question. Question number 13. 13. Unit number 1. Unit number 2 is completed. Huh? Question number 13. The partners ABC have called you to assist them in winding up the affair of the partners on 30th June. The balance sheet as on the date is given below. Okay. You can see sundry creditors 17,000, capital account ABC, cash at bank, sundry debtors, stock in trade, plant and equipment, loan A and loan B. So for this topic, this loan A and B will be considered as drawing. This loan A and B will be considered as drawing and will be adjusted with our partner's capital. Means to find out capital on the date of resolution, we'll do minus what? This 12,000 and 7,500. Chalega? Yes, sir. Then they have given partners share profit and losses in the ratio 5:3:2. Cash is distributed to partner at the end of each month. At the end of each month. A summary of liquidation transactions are as follow. For the first month, July 2001, liquidation happened in which date? June. So distribution will start from July. So first, itna collected from debtor. Balance is uncollectible. Then 10,000 received from sale of entire stock. 1,000 liquidation expense paid and 8,000 cash retained in the business at the end of, means this will not be distributed. This will retain. So what is the total amount? 16,500 plus 10,000 plus 1,000, how much? And what is the opening cash? 6,000. So how much cash available बताओ? Means you have added opening cash also. 6,000 plus this minus this 25,000. 25,000. What are you saying? Opening cash is what? 6,000 plus what? 16,500 plus 10,000 minus 1,000. How much? Don't do minus 8,000. 31,500. So this was cash available, but they have decided to retain what? 8,000. So if you deduct 8,000, how much is available? So this is available for distribution. This is available for distribution. Correct? Same thing we can do for August month. Then September month require prepare schedule of cash payment as on 30th September, showing how the cash was distributed under using highest relative capital method. First we need to find out what order of payment among partner, that will be working note. Order of payment among partner, that will be working note. So can we do that first? We are doing question number 13. So first we'll do add-on calculation of order of payment correct among partners by using which method? Highest capital relative method. Correct. A, B and C. Can you give me capital on the date of dissolution? How much? 67,500. Then 67,000. Then what? 45,000. 31,500. Correct. From this we'll deduct what? Less loan. How much loan? 12,000 is A and 7,500 is B. So it become how much? 55,000, 37,500, 31,500. Correct. So can you say it become capital on the date of dissolution? We'll say it is A. Then we'll find out PSR. What is PSR? 5 is to 3 is to 2. So can you give me capital per unit of profit? That is what? 11,000, 10,000, 12,500, and 15,750. Correct. What is minimum? Correct. So we can find out proportionate capital taking what? Taking A's capital as base. So this will be how much? 55,000, 33,000, 22,000. Then we'll find out what? Surplus capital. Surplus capital how much? It is nil, 4,500, 9,500. Correct. Once again we'll say PSR. How much? 3 is to 2. Can you give me surplus capital per unit of profit? How much? 1,500 and 4,750. What is minimum? 1,500. Correct. So we'll find out what? Proportionate capital taking what? Taking B's capital as base. So this will be what? 4,500 and 3,000. What is the surplus capital? Surplus capital is equal to nil nil and 6,500. Understood? So what is the order of payment? Correct? First, how much? To whom? 6,500. Then second, how much? 7,500. In which ratio? 3 is to 2. Allocate. And how much? 3,000. Means you have done this, na? This total is what? How much? Correct? That only you have done. Then balance in PSR. Balance in PSR. So this become order of payment. Understood? Have you understood? Now we'll prepare statement. Correct? So can we prepare statement? That on statement for distribution of cash. Statement for distribution of cash. Correct. Now, how many partners are there and how many liabilities are there? How many partners? 3. And how many liabilities? Only one creditor is there, na? So it means 4 column will draw. We'll draw how many column? 4 column. First we write down creditor. Creditor. Then we write down partner A, B and C. Partner A, B and C. Correct? Correct. So can you give me what is the balance outstanding as on the date of liquidation? What is the date of liquidation? As on 30th June 2000, na? So creditor how much? 17,000. A after deducting what loan? It is 55,000. B how much? 37,500. 31,500. Understood? Then we'll start with the month wise information as in, because they have said distribution will be done at the end of each month. At the end of each month. So June completed. We'll start with what? July. Come to the month of July. July. Batao. Opening balance is how much? 6,000. Correct. Then what they have given? Collection from? Write down collection from debtor. How much? 16,500. Then plus what? Sale of stock. How much? 10,000. Then minus what? Liquidation expense. How much? 1000. Minus what? Cash retained. How much cash retained? 8000. Understood? So it means how much cash is available. So cash available for distribution is equal to what? 23,500. Understood? Any doubt? It means first will pay to whom? The payment to creditor. How much? Payment to creditor will be 17,000 total. So this 17,000 will be paid minus, correct? Understood? Then whatever amount is left, how much left? So this 6,500 will be paid first to whom? It is payment to C as per order of payment. The payment to partner C is 6,500 and this will become nil and this will be shown as payment to C 6,500. Understood? Have you understood this calculation? Correct. बताओ. Now can you give me balance outstanding? Balance outstanding. It is nil, 55,000, 25,000. Understood? Then we'll start next month, August. As per the information given, but what we have. This is 1500 liquidation expense paid. Okay. As part payment of his capital, C accepted a piece of equipment for rupees 10,000. Book value 4,000 and 2,500 cash retained in the business. First, can you give me what is the opening balance? Opening balance is what? 8,000. Now what is given? As part of payment of his capital, C accepted a piece of equipment at an agreed value of 10,000. Can you say for this statement, realization profit or loss is not important. Only how much cash is coming, that is important. So can you say if suppose some asset is taken by partner, so it is as simple as sale of that equipment to what partner? So how much amount is receivable from partner? Can I say agreed value? So first we'll assume that this 10,000 is receivable from whom? So if 10,000 is receivable from C, so can I say our cash balance will increase by how much? 10,000. So first we'll find out if such asset has been sold to outside party, how much cash would have been available. So we'll consider it as what? Just write down plus what? Plus, write down, equipment taken by partner C. How much? At an agreed valuation of 10,000. Understood? Means we'll assume that this much cash is available. Correct? Then from this we'll deduct what? Liquidation expense. So how much liquidation expenses? So liquidation expenses paid 1500. So of course we have 8,000 in cash from which liquidation expense can be paid. And then we'll do what? Minus cash retained. How much cash retained? So cash retained is can be also done 2,500. So how much cash available? So cash available is how much? 14,000. 14,000. Understood? Correct. Any doubt? Now you can see when I am saying equipment taken over by C, this is as simple as payment to whom? 10,000. Understood? Have you understood? Correct. Now just try to understand. First we should make payment to whom? C, to the extent of 6,500. Are you able to understand? So what is balance left? Nil. Now second payment will be done to whom? B and C. In which ratio? 3 is to 2. Are you getting what I am saying? Correct. Are you able to understand? Correct. It means just don't write. I am writing something, don't write. You don't write. You don't write. Correct. Means if I say in this way, working note, distribution of cash among partners in the month of August. In the month of August. So how much should be distributed in the month of August? So how much cash was available in the month of August? If we consider 10,000 is available in the form of cash, 14,000. Out of 14,000, first we'll make payment to B and C. To the extent of what amount? To the extent of what amount? Total to the extent 7,500. It means can I say he will first make payment to whom? To the extent of 7,500 to B and C. How much? 4,500 and how much? 3,000. Correct. And the balance, how much balance left? Can I say balance is what? Total is 14,000. 14,000 minus 7,500 is 6,500, will be distributed among A, B, C in which ratio? 3. Whatever ratio is what? To distribute 3250 1950 1300. It means how much payment was required to A, how much? To B, how much? And to C, how much? 4,300. This much payment was required. This much payment was required means to see how much we should pay in the month of August. To see how much we should pay in the month of August, 4,300 as per the order of payment. But he has taken equipment worth rupees 10,000. It means can I say for payment to other partner he should bring cash. Understood? Because can I say they should be paid now as per the payment order. As per the payment order, but we don't have cash. So has because C has taken an equipment worth rupees 4,300. Sorry, equipment worth rupees 10,000, but payment was required how much? 4,300. Means how much cash will be brought by Mr. C? 5,700. Understood this point? 10,000 he has taken equipment, but payment required to be made is was how much? 4,300. Means how much cash he will bring? 5,700. Implied point. Even the question is silent, can I say this will be implied point? This will be implied point. I hope you have understood this. Don't write. I'll give some time to write down this. Okay. Correct. It means can I say in this way? In this way, he 10,000 taken. Now how much cash he will bring? 5,000. How much? That are in this way minus equipment taken by C how much? 10,000. So we can add on 10,000 यहाँ पर minus plus cash brought by C how much? 5,700. Understood? So we'll add 5,700. Are you able to understand? Now how much cash is available? Check करो. 9,700, and this 9,700 will be distributed to whom? Cash paid to whom? Paid to A and B. 9,700 as per that working note. Understood this point? As per that working note, check करेंगे. It is 3250 and 6450. 3250 and 6450. What is the total of these two? What is the total of these two? 9,700. Done. Payment done na? Correct. So it becomes 3250 and 3250 and 6450. Automatically all payment done. You can see we have paid to A 3250 as per order. We have paid to B 6450 as per order, and we have paid to C how much? 4,300 only as per order only. Understood this point? Not understood. Not understood? One second. Don't try. Don't try. One second. One second. In the month of August, what happened? C has taken one equipment. Correct now. Equipment worth rupees 10,000. Equipment worth rupees 10,000. Correct. Now first what we'll do, we'll just find out how much cash will be available if he has given cash of rupees 10,000 to the partnership firm. Means if we consider it as a sale of asset to any other person, we would have received 10,000. So first we'll find out how much cash is available for distribution if such asset was sold to other party. Understood? If such asset was sold to other party, how much cash was available for distribution purpose? How much cash was available for distribution purpose? So what we have done, opening balance plus equipment sold minus liquidation expense minus cash retained. So this was available for the purpose of distribution. Correct. Now because this was available for the purpose of distribution, we'll just find out order of payment to partner as per what? Working note number 1. As per working note number 1, for that we have done distribution of cash among partner in the month of August. What was the cash available? 40,000. 14,000. Out of 14,000, first we'll make payment to B and C to the extent of about 7,500 as per working note number 1 only. Out of that, 4,500 will paid to whom? B, and 3,000 paid to C. So what is the balance cash available? 14,000 minus 7,500, that is 6,500, that will pay to A, B and C in their profit sharing ratio. This much you understood? Means A will get how much? 3250, B should get how much? 6450, but C will get only 4,300 in the month of August, but they have taken equipment worth rupees 10,000. So C should receive how much? But how much they have received? So how much they will bring? 5,700. So this much cash will be brought by whom? C. And once this is brought, this will be paid to what? A and B only. A and B only. Understood? So this working note was also required. This working note was also required. Understood? Now we came to this calculation once again. If we have calculated up to this, now out of 14,000 equipment taken by C, how much? 10,000. But he will bring cash also to the extent of 5,700. Means you can see net effect is what? 4,300. So if cash was brought by C is 5,700, so 14,000 minus 10,000 plus 5,700, how much now cash is available? 9,700. This will be paid to whom? A and B as per working note only. You can see as per working note 1, as per working note number 2 means what? 3250 and 6450. The total will be how much? 9,700. That I am saying. Got it? Have you understood? Means what I have done in the first question, I have taken a good question. I have not started with lollipop question. Means I will do 2-3 questions only of this nature. So I have taken good question in the first point only, correct? So that I can explain good point only in this question. Are you able to understand? Yes, this was a good point. Because of this point, this question become interesting now. If this point was not there, if suppose this cash was sold, this asset was sold to other party, then it would have been very easy. Understood now? Correct. So intention was to take some good question. Got it? This point? Have you understood this? This working? This statement? The write down balance outstanding. This become nil. Now it become easy. Balance outstanding. How much? 51,750. 31,050. 20,700. Correct. Understood? Chalo, I'm writing somewhere else. You continue with this only. Okay, I don't have space and I can't delete this. Now, September. September month. बताओ. Opening balance how much? 75,000 realized from the sale of plant and equipment. How much? 75,000. And liquidation expense how much? 1,000. And you can see now no cash retained because this is the last realization. After this there is no asset to be realized. So this become how much? But this will be distributed to whom? All partners. In which ratio? PSR. To distribute to all partners in PSR. 38,250, 22,950 and 15,300. Can you give me what is the balance due is unpaid? So can you see this become balance unpaid? Unpaid na? Unpaid how much? 13,500, 8,100 and 5,400. This is nothing but realization loss. And this will be automatically in PSR. Check karo. This is automatically in PSR. So realization loss allocated to our partner in PSR. So whatever amount is not paid, that become realization loss and automatically allocated to his partner in which ratio? PSR only. Just check it. Understood. Simple. Understood. Can we take one more question? Last question already. So there are two methods. One method we are doing today. The second method we'll do tomorrow. Can we take one more question? Chalo. Question number 14. 1-4. This you will do, I will not do. Achha, there is no prescribed format of this statement. It might happen solution has used some other format, I am using some other format. ठीक है ना? And if you see ICI has used different format for different solution. Means there is no specified format. So I have just make one standard format and I am using that format for every questions. So don't compare my format with ICI solution format. It might be different also because there is no specific format. Are you getting? But in liquidation chapter, that statement of here was specific format. So I can't change that now. And we have never changed it. Understand what I am saying? Correct. Question 14. The firm of Richa presented you the following balance sheet drawn as at 31st March 1998. Okay, sir. Sundry creditor, capital account, Akaram Bakaram Chakram. Oh, sorry. Akaram Barlam Charan. Cash on hand, sundry debt test. Naam actually Akaram Bakaram Chakram. Stock in trade, plant and basic current account. So this current account will be automatically adjusted with Akaram Bakaram Chakram. So this will be 30,000 minus what? 4,000. This will be 27,000 minus 3,000. Okay. Partners shared profit and losses in the ratio itna 4 is to 3 is to 3. Due to difference among the partner, it was decided to wind up the firm, realize the asset, distribute cash among the partner at the end of each month. The following realization happened. So what is the date of dissolution? It is 31st March, means we will start from the month of April, but they have started from the month of May. Means April nothing was done, but there was opening balance. So opening balance can be also distributed to whom? Partners. So what was the opening balance? 3,000. 3,000 because they are saying whatever balance is available that is distributed at the end of each month. So this was available at the end of each month. So of course this will be also distributed among parties. Among parties. Then May what happened? 15,000 from debtor, 20,000 by sale of stock, expense on realization were 500. June 1998 balance of debtor realized itna, balance of stock itna. August part of the machinery was sold for itna, expenses incidental to sale was itna. September part of machinery valued in the books rupees 5,000 was taken by Karam. At an agreed value of 10,000, balance of machinery was sold at rupees 30,000. Partner decided to keep minimum cash balance of 2,000 in the first 3 months and rupees 1,000 thereafter. Oh. Partner decided to keep minimum cash balance of 2,000 in the first 3 months and 1,000 thereafter. When I was student, this question that time also was available in IC study material and now also available. This question remains same only, huh? Correct. Means I have also done this question. You are also doing this question. So I was very much confused about this point that time. Let's see whether you are doing correct or not. Means you are responding correct or not. ठीक है ना? Means when you read the information, it might happen you may interpret differently. Correct. Let's see how you interpret this information. When I was student, I was little confused about this point. Why ICI has done like this. Let's see whether you are interpreting correctly or as per me only. If as per me, so we both are same. I become CA, you also become CA. Correct now. And if you interpret correctly, so I have not got right, you will get rank. Simple now. Logic is simple. I pass in first attempt, so of course you will also pass in first attempt. Whatever. Correct. Attempt is only a number. Okay. Okay. So can we first you will do what? Order of payment among partner. That you do first. Fast. Order of payment among partner. Just give me the order of payment. I will not do. Done. I don't have answer. It means I need to check it. Akaram, Bakaram, Chakram. Capital is how much? 40,000 minus कर देना 20 30 minus 4 ना 26,000 24,000 PSR 4 is to 3 is to 3. What is capital per unit of profit? 10,000 8,667 8,000 minimum 8,000. So what is proportionate capital? 32,000 24,000 24,000. What is surplus capital? 8,000 2,000 0. Then what will do once again capital per unit? How much? 2,667. Then what? Once again we find out proportionate capital. How much? 2,667 2,000. So what is surplus capital? 5,333. So first payment to whom? A. To the extent of. Then second payment to whom? Akaram and Bakaram. How much? 2,667. Means 10,000 minus this na. What we are saying? 10,000 minus 5,333 is equal to 4,667 na. Correct na? Understood? Then balance to whom? In PSR. Correct na? Chalo. Can we start? So statement for distribution of cash among partners. So how many partners? One column, two column, three column, four column. You can also have one more column for calculation. Correct now. If you want to make one more column, you can have. So sundry creditor Akaram, Bakaram, Chakram. So we'll start what? Balance due, yeah, balance outstanding as on which date? 31st March 1998. How much? 37,000, 40,000, 26,000, 24,000. Correct. So we'll start with the month of April only. April, how much opening cash? There is no retention required. Retention required. So it is what? Minus cash retained. How much? 2000. So how much cash available is equal to 1000. Correct. So this will be paid to whom? Payment to sundry creditor 1000, and 1000 deducted from creditors. Are you getting what I'm saying? Correct. What is the balance outstanding? How much? 36,000, 40,000, 26,000, 24,000. Then month of what? May. What is the opening balance? 2000. Then what happened in this? Plus debtor how much? 15, 15,000. Then plus stock how much? 20,000. Any liquidation expense? Liquidation expense how much? 500. How much cash retained? Is 2000. So how much cash available? 34,500. This will be paid to whom? Creditor only. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it is 34,500. Correct. Payment to sundry creditor 34,500. 34,500. Nil nil nil. What is the balance outstanding? It is how much? 15, 1500, 40,000, 26,000, 24,000. Now month of June. But the opening balance how much? 2000 now. Correct. But what happened? Plus debtor how much? 10,000 plus stock. Stock na? Stock is what? Then minus what? Any? No liquidation expense? Nothing? But the cash retained how much? Cash retained is 2000 or 1000? Huh? हाँ तो cash retained will be how much? 2000, 1000. एक बार रुको डाउट आ गया ना? Someone is saying 2000, someone is saying 1000. How many are saying 2000? How many is saying 1000? What you are saying? One or two? अरे ऐसे raise your hand confidently. ऊपर करो. What you are saying? 2000. So why you have not raised your hand? So those who have said 1000, they can score rank. Means they are correct. But those who have said 2000, they are like me. They are like me. I was also thinking what? 2000. Means I and you all are same, huh? What I am saying, they are exceptional, na? Let them score rank. ठीक है ना? We can become CA, na? What I am saying, all are same. Just try to. I will just explain you. Nothing to worry. I will explain you. But what I am saying, understanding the information is very important. ICA will play with your mind. We student, 90% student are same. Sometimes they will do have interpreted correctly. Sometimes you will interpret correctly. It does not mean they will interpret always correctly. Means always we are confused with the information, not with the concept. In exam, so believe me, question are more important than concept. And believe me, in all the questions, you will find difficulty in understanding the information given the question, even though similar question you have done in class. Some point of time you will not be able to understand what to do, and reaction will not come immediately. And थोड़ा सा इधर इधर, if you have done understood some way with some other way, गया. Because in exam hall you don't have time to think much, so you will react immediately. The reaction can be either positive or negative. In class, what happened? You are discussing. You are also thinking, "Acha, let sir will also say," and you are also processing. In that process, sometimes correct answer will come, or sometimes wrong answer will come. But in exam hall, that you need to understand. To when you are doing self study, that is more important. And in self study, when you are doing self study, now to always keep a target. This question 20 minutes. This question 15 minutes. Make a target and do it. Of course, you will take 30 minutes only, but target is there now. So you think in according to that target. And suppose you are not making a time target, what will happen? You will be slow. You will be thinking like this. तो मजा नहीं आएगा. So whenever you are doing self practice, after getting confidence, start giving target for every questions. Start with 30 minutes completed, then 25 minutes completed, then 20 minutes if not completed. Okay, next question 1 second 20 minutes not completed. Then 1 second next question 20 minutes. At one point of time you will find that yes, you are achieving the question. You are able to do that question in 20 minutes full correct. Understood? Yes, sir. So what is given? Dekho what they have said. Let us read the information quietly now. Where is that information? Partner decided to keep minimum cash balance of 2000 in the first 3 months. So April there was 2000 or not? April whatever you have written that was for the month of May. Whatever retention you are doing in the month of April that was for the month of May. So April 2000 done, May 2000 done, and June 2000 also done. Now in the month of June whatever you are doing retention that is for which month? July month, that is fourth month na. First 3 months तो हो गया 2000. What they are saying once again, partner decided to keep minimum cash balance of 2000 for the first 3 months. So April it was 2000, 3000 था ना, opening cash 3000. Whatever you are retaining in the month of April, that is for which month? Whatever you are retaining, this retention is for which month? Next month na. Means April तो there was 2000. Throughout April there was 2000. बोले या सुनो 3000 था ना. Are you getting? This retention, where is the retention? This retention you are doing for which month? May month. And this retention you are doing for which month? June month. So April, May, June completed. Now in the month of June you are doing retention for which month? July month is which month? Fourth month na. April, May, June, then July na. Understood? So this retention you are doing for July month. I was also totally confused. I was so very much confused. Then I said "Chal ratle." Means I have not understood that time because pata nahi what I have done, because I have not taken coaching class, so I was not able to understand what they have done. Then I said ICI is what God, follow God. Ratle. Then when I become CA, I started teaching all the acha, ye baat. Understood. Sometime we don't understand. Then also we become CA. Correct na? Okay. So have you understood this point? Have you understood this point? About how much cash available is 35,000. First we'll do make payment to whom? Payment to sundry creditor to the extent of 1500. What is the balance left? 33,500. But out of 33,500, first we'll make payment to whom? A to the extent of, so minus payment to A to the extent of 5,333. So we'll do 5,333. Correct. How much left? 28,167. Then after this we'll make payment to whom? A and B to the extent of 4,000. So 4,667. Are you able to understand? In which ratio? In 3 is to 2. Distribute. Whatever distribute, whatever distribute. How much? 2,667 and 2,000. Are you able to understand? Then how much balance left? 28,000, 23,500. This will be paid to whom? 23,500. 23,500 na? This will be paid to whom? Payment to A, B and C. In which ratio? Distribute in PSR. 9,400. Then 7,000, 7,050. Then have you understood? Now can you give me balance outstanding? 22,600, 16,950 and 16,950. Now everyone just try to understand. If you want to cross check whether you are doing correct or not, because what happened, one mistake might happen, wrong calculation might happen. So if you do fully, so you need to start from the beginning. So if you want to cross check whether you are doing correct or not, so after payment of surplus capital, whatever balance outstanding, that will be automatically in terms of PSR. So just check whether it is in terms of PSR. Yes, means we are doing correct. Then there is no need to cross. There is no need to do. 1 minute. Understood this point? Now can I say it become very simple? Now to all partner in which ratio? PSR. Let us do, how many months is left? 2 months. Complete it. Which month? July opening cash and retention will be same. So leave it. Opening cash is 1,000. Retention is also 1,000. Now suppose July opening cash was 1,000. Retention is 500. Then we'll do distribution. But opening cash and retention are same. So we can ignore it. We can start with what? August. So August opening balance how much? 1,000. What happened? Part of machinery was sold. How much? 18,000. Then minus expense na, minus expense 600, then what, minus cash retained how much, 1000. So what is the available cash, 16,400. 16,400. You don't use calculator, huh? You don't use calculator. अरे बोलना या सुनो, अरे बोलना या सुनो. You have used or you have not used? You use, but right now you have used or not? You have not used na. So what will happen? ICF will come back again and use calculator. One mistake, Ray, just try to understand. Have patience. I to do 1 plus 1 also in calculator. Why to take risk? Life is as full of risk. And why you are taking risk? One mistake, game is over na. Please don't take. Please, please. Use calculator. Something has been given to use, so let us use it. Okay. Now, payment to whom? All partners ABC. In which ratio? PSR. Can you give me the ratio? Means allocation. 6,960, 5,220, 5,220. Balance outstanding. 15,640, 11,730, 11,070. It is in PSR only. Then last month. Last month is what? September. But the opening balance how much? 1,000. Then what happened? Machinery how much? Machinery taken by. So we'll assume what? If this has been received in cash. So taken by how much? 10,000 agreed value. Then plus what? Sale of machinery na. So how much machinery? 30,000. Any liquidation expense? Any retention? No. Last month no retention. So but how much cash available? 41,000. This will be distributed to whom? All partners. Payment to all partners in PSR. बताओ 41,000 distribute करो. 16,400, 12,300, 12,300. Means you are making more payment. So more payment become realization gain na. It become gain na. We are making more payment na. Payment was, this was balance outstanding. You are making this much payment. So extra payment you are doing because extra amount realized. Correct. So any extra amount paid is realization gain. अरे बोलना रे. Realization gain. How much realization gain? 760, 570, 570. And realization gain in which ratio? PSR only. Huh? अभी आ रहे. I'm coming to that point. First, have you understood this? If suppose this amount was received in cash, have you understood this? Correct. This much you understood. Now, in the last, how much you have paid to A? So, and they have taken machinery worth rupees. So it means, can I say 6,400 will be paid in what? Cash. And 10,000 has been given in the form of machinery. Means he will not bring any cash now. In the last question, what happened? What was the name of partner? The last C has taken a machinery worth rupees 10,000, but payment was supposed to be done 4,300. Therefore, cash was demanded, na. But in this case, what was the payment required to be done? 16,400. He will say, I have taken only what? 10,000. To give me how much more cash? So it means you can write down one note that out of 16,400, 10,000 has been given in the form of, and balance will be paid in the form of cash. So he will not bring any cash. Understood now? If suppose this amount was 500, yeah, 5,000, then he will bring how much cash, and automatically this will be adjusted in this. Automatically it will be adjusted in this last payment. Understood? Correct? Very simple. Can I say proportionate capital method to very simple because there is no insolvent partner. Now, of course, we need to understand that whenever there is an insolvent partner, so he will not contribute cash. So, are you getting what I am saying? If he will not contribute cash, so there will be insolvency loss. Whenever insolvency loss, so how to prepare this type of statement by using which method? Maximum loss method. So, one more method is there now. So, whenever there are solvent partner, we can use which method? Proportionate capital method. But if there is an insolvent partner, we cannot use proportionate capital method. Then we need to use what? Maximum loss method. That will do tomorrow. Understood? So this is the chapter is over. I have given one question as homework now today. Any question has given as homework? So will you do some question as homework? A proportionate capital method? For proportionate capital method, just write down some question. Any question I have given as homework? Today I have not given any homework now. If given, thank you very much. If not given, then also do. Question number 12. Homework. Question number 12. Homework. Unit 1. Question number 11. Homework. Question number 10 also homework. 10, 11, 12. If you do, if you have done, okay. If you have not done, then also okay. What if question I have given? 3 questions now. 10, 11 and 12. Do and come. Okay? So thank you very much for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your remaining day.